Tagal na ng laro pero ngayon lang ako nakarinig ng
Okay
issue
then
sa
guys, we're
throne.
back inside of Throne of Liberty and we've got a lot to talk about today. There are certain servers that have bot guilds completely taking over them. We have weird leaderboards that are seeing an absolutely dominating effect, and we've also got guilds that are abusing the loot system overall.
Kaya na, naumpisa na lang yung loophole pare. Meron na nakaka-abuse ng loot system.
Everything we can today.
Pag na-abuse yung loot system dyan, boss, and hindi na masyadong kailangan tumalpak ng mga tao, doon na magiging greedy yung dev. Tingin ko lang, boss, tingin ko lang.
That being said, if you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and
kasi syempre kailangan nilang kumita ng pera.
It'd be greatly appreciated. Check out our sponsor, GamerSubs, the company that has a 0-calorie energy and nootropic formula designed to be a healthier and effective beverage for gamers rather than the typical canned drinks. Our blend is essential vitamins, organic caffeine and nootropics provided by a consistent boost with no jitters, crashes and...
may bot na dyan, bossing. Talaga, may bot na rin. Kala ko malabo tong mabutan. Gawa ng ano siya, dungeon type lang siya na ano. Dungeon based lang siya na MMO.
So it's a no-brainer. They have a load of accessories, a load of snacks, and a load of gamer teas. So if you want to check those out as well, the link is down in the description. Make sure you use code CloudPlays at checkout and it will get you a cheeky discount. But let's see what it is that's happening inside of the game. First of all, we had the maintenance this morning. They are so on top of the ball of letting you know what's going on in the game that they're letting you know things too early. So the maintenance had a bit of an up and down period where some servers were working.
Maintenance has been completed and all servers in all region are back. Thank you for your patience. Ano ba meron sa issue ngayon? Ano ba naging issue? May nagkakaroon na ng mga
they were trying to inform us on the live feed of it and it didn't work, but nonetheless the maintenance is now completely finished, and if you head over to your mailbox you will now have some nice little gifts in there from them for the maintenance issues. And we are seeing a lot of maintenance from this game at the moment, which is quite normal within the MMO styling for sets, but this is what they are saying the game should be called: patch and maintenance. Now for me personally, I don't mind the maintenance. It actually gives me time to go and touch grass for a little while. This game has taken over my life just recently, and it's quite nice to be forced out of the front door to go and breathe some normal human air. But nonetheless, we've got a lot to go through because there is a specific Japanese server which is called Alexia.
Wag mo malitin kakayahan ng mga voters. Di, sinasabi ko na nga yun dati. Sinabi ko na yan, kahit anong gawin nyo, boss, halos lahat ng game, may bot na yan. Pero may mga dati may mga ano dito, boss, malabong mabutan niya kasi dungeon base, ganyan. O, ito na. Ito na yan, boss. A Japanese server, Alexia, is taken over by a bot farming guild. 5 guilds with the same name, all botting the open world dungeons 24/7 and being maxed perk geared from it. People from the server who I'm talking about, they are well-known trash guild from another game that should be permanent ban for abusing botting software to get their characters so far ahead for everyone else. The server is dying. Most of the bigger guilds have already left and smaller ones are leaving one by one. This is why you must ban bots. They destroy the entire integrity of the game and nobody will even try to take the game seriously. While people bought characters 24/7 to be stronger than anyone else.
But it's being taken over by a bot farm guild. Now the title says it pretty much all in the nutshell, and they're not going to explain what the guild's name is because apparently the mods on the Throne of Liberty...
Hindi ko sinasabing tama tayo, boss, pero tumama tayo, boss. Sinabi ko na yan dati. Halos lahat na ng game. Kasi masyado nilang kinukutsahin nightcrows. Ayoko na dyan, ang daming bot. Nung sinabi ko, boss, halos lahat naman ng game nabubutan na eh. Sabi nila, malabo yung TNL kasi dungeon base siya, so hindi mo pwedeng gawa ng ganyan, hindi mo pwedeng, eto na po, so.
Subreddit will end up banning them for releasing that information.
Hindi ako nagmamalit. Sinabi ko na nga yun, posible pa rin.
5 guilds with the same name, all botting the open world dungeons 24/7 and being max perked, geared from it. People on the server know who I'm talking about. They are well-known trash guild from another game that should be...
Alam niyo problema sa gantong nabot na yung dungeon, yung dungeon base, tapos unli run pa. Every run nila ng bot dyan, boss, may makukuha yan na may makukuha sila na item para doon. Hindi katulad sa mga grinding game na merong auto. At least patas kayo. Yung mga player tsaka mga bot, parehas kayo may auto. Tapos parehas kayong chance ang makalot. Kumbaga, Sa bot kasi, sabihin na sa mga mobs, may chance ang makalut yung normal na player. May chance ang makalut yung mga bot. Ngayon, kung parehas kayong may auto, ano pa yung lamang ng bot sa inyo?
Banned for abusing botting software to get their characters so far ahead of everyone else.
Sobrang hirap na
The server
tanggalin
is
ng bot eh.
dying. Most of the bigger guilds have already left and smaller ones are leaving one by one. This is why you must ban bots. They destroy the entire integrity of the game and no one will even try to take the game serious while people bot characters 24/7 to be stronger than anyone else. And this is a massive issue and it's been a bit of a problem that we've seen quite frequently.
Grinding game
with
ng di
a
pay
lot
to
of
win.
Amazon
Naghanap din ako
games.
yun.
We seem to have a bit of an issue with New World with that one
Pero,
as well. Whether this is going to get rectified or not.
singit ko lang. Pagdating sa nightcrows, nakita nyo naman kanina kung gaano kalayo yung diferensya ni DXB tsaka diferensya natin. Pero hindi sa minamalit ko si Bossing DXB Pero kung sa ibang game mo gagawin yung ganong kalaming talpak tapos ganito lang talpak ko pre, dadaanan lang ako nun. So kung saan kayo makakahanap ng pinaka-balance na games, para sa akin, ang pinaka-balance ngayon dahil walang AOE, yun lang naman yung lamang nila sa ibang game. Dahil walang AOE, na pagtutulungan yung isang malakas. So dahil sasabihin ng iba, Dude, kung kung walang AOE, di hindi ramdam ng mga ng mga whale na malakas sila, hindi sila tatalpak. Well, eto na nga yung sagot boss tumalpak pa rin sila kahit alam nilang walang AOE Kasi tatalpak at tatalpak yan boss. Kumbaga susugal yan ng pera kasi gusto nilang lumakas sila kahit hindi nila alam kung gaano magiging kalayo yung agwat nila do sa mga F2P.
We'll have to wait and see. But when it comes to those people on PC, it does seem to definitely be an issue. And it's not the only problem that we've got happening when it comes to the game. This one states right here, entire early access guild transferred to Salvation top 5 in 4 hours.
Nandito ako na, Salvation ako nagawa. Para pag nakapag-upgrade pa rin ng PC, magti-TNL talaga ako.
Items we can't get, selling on the auction house, and most of the top players also botting auto farming openly. And as you can see on the screen, it's been absolutely mental. This Leon Salvation, it's crazy that they're in the top
Leon
5.
Salvation
Their score is up there with the best of them. They're apparently botting. They've come from early access and they have all of the gear that nobody else really has over there. This is seeming to be a real big problem at the moment because the fact that people are able to transfer from early access to new realms inside of the server system is definitely going to lead to a few problems and massively going to lead into an economic problem when it comes to what can be sold.
Oo nga, magkakaroon ng oversupply ang ginagawa nila boss. Mawawalan ng value. So yung mga normal player dito may hirapan lalo
can actually obtain, which seems to have some bigger issues around it than we actually may believe. Because guilds right now seem to be the biggest talk of the town, the biggest issues inside of the game, and this is a really big shame to see because essentially what this means is that the community at large is the biggest problem because apparently the guild being able to keep items needs to change. Our guild just...
Hindi. Yang auto kasi boss, yan ang pagkakamali ng TNL. Dapat ginawa na lang nila na auto since di na talaga kasi napipigilan voters. Alam nyo ba dating may auto to, boss? Pinatanggal ng mga West.
Imploded today. It was among the top guilds in the server. Someone got a big drop from a world boss. No other guildmates were participating at the boss. The owner keeps the items, removes the person who received it from the guild, and removed everyone from the list but himself and staff. Then tossed it to the auction house for an absurd amount. Obviously, drama ensued, and now more than half of the guild has left because they refuse to change the rule, leaving them with a 35-hour cooldown to join a new guild. If anything, take this as a PSA to check your guild setting. You could be among a bunch of scammers. How did the devs think that this was going to be a good setting? This should be changed for good. And that is very, very true. I think that this issue is seeming to be a problem that is happening quite a lot. And this is something that is being abused by a lot of guild owners and the staffing inside of these guilds. As to why that would be the case, I actually have no idea. It's actually a little bit ridiculous. As to why this would be the case, I have absolutely no idea. It's actually quite ridiculous to know that this is something that's actually happening inside of the game. The fact that we're having to deal with this sort of stuff really rattles my cage. And
pero mare-resolve nila yan. Feeling ko mare-resolve nila yan. Pero kailangan lang nilang ma-resolve ng mabilis. Kung kaya nilang bilisan, mas bilisan pa nila. Kasi nga boss, baka mawalan ng gana yung mga player.
Sure why you would
Tulad
use
nito, ilan na nakapanood sa kanya? 2,000 pa lang pero 13 hours ago. So,
people in
meron
that
palang
regard.
2,000 na tao na nakakita nito. So, kung ma-fix ka agad nila to, mababawasan yung mga taong madidismaya
Game
sa
takes a lot
PNL.
of grinding. It
Dapat
takes a
talaga
lot
ma-fix
of
ka agad nila
effort,
yung bot.
and the fact that you can pull
Yun nga
that
lang
away
kasi
from
hindi kasi
somebody.
madali eh. Madali siyang sabihin sa atin na, uy Dev, tanggalin nyo naman to boss. Pero sobrang hirap sa part nila yan.
Just because they managed to get something that you didn't is it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, and it's completely unfair. And if it's something that NC aren't willing to do, or something that Amazon aren't willing to sort, then we could lead to quite a few problems going forward, as well as people talking about the loot system overall. They state right here in this post that the loot system for large-scale events and bosses feel shitty. Is it just me?
I've been playing this game daily since EA launch. With what? I did about 2 to 3 field boss and 4 to 6 guild boss a week. I am a tank and I get occasionally blue. But I rarely die. Always using Stellarite, good rotation, but have had really shit luck with dungeon loot. So I'm only 2-5 challenge. However, this isn't the issue as I'm about to get a few from the PT contract system. The thing is that I'm always running with the same people, and it's always the same people getting the purple items that are upgrades or are sold to the AH for Lucent. It's almost always DPS getting the items. So mas priority sa loot yung mga DPS. Lugi nga yung tank. Was helping a tank really that much of a mistake? I'm 10 mastery into my GS, SNS, and it feels like it was a waste of time with my luck with loot lately. If it is because I'm not wailing and dealing insane amount of damage. I thought this participation concept would be cool. But this feels extreme when the same 2 or 3 person nga nakakalungkot yan boss. Kumbaga iraran nyo, same kayo ng time nang gagamitin or maaaksaya sa isang dungeon, tapos ikaw malulot mo yung pinakapangit kasi pangit yung sobrang baba ng output damage mo.
I've been playing this game daily since early access launch. With that, I did about 2 or 3 field bosses and 4 to 6 guild bosses a week. I'm a tank and I get the occasional blue,
Wala talagang
but I
damage
rarely
yung tank
die.
boss kasi hindi niya
Always
roll mag-damage
using Stellarite, good rotation, but
dapat random yun. Feeling ko dapat random yun. Random siya kasi iba yung roll ng tank, iba yung roll ng damager. Ngayon, kung ibibigay mo yung loot sa damager, wala talagang malulot yung tank. Dapat talaga maging random lang. Sa akin lang sa nakikita ko ba sa.
Why I worded it that way. However, this isn't the issue, as I'm about to get a few from the pretty system contract system. The thing is that I'm always running with the same people, and it's always the same people getting the purple items, and our upgrades are sold to the auction house for Lucent. It's almost always DPS getting the items. Was playing a tank really that much of a mistake? I'm 10 mastery into my GS SNS, and it feels like it was a waste of time with my luck with the loot lately. If it is because I'm not wailing and dealing insane amounts of damage, I thought that this participation concept would be cool, but this feels extreme.
Ano pa isang
when the same
dito,
2 or
boss?
3 per person.
Kapag nalaman to ng mga whale, may isip nila na parang lugi sila. Kasi sila, kailangan nilang tumalpak ng pera para lumakas yung character nila. Although hindi naman to masyadong pay to win Sa nakikita ko, hindi naman siya masyadong pay to win. Kasi nga may limit pa rin yung pwede mong bilhin. Pero, yung iba nagraran lang ng mga bot, magkano lang yung gagastusin nila doon tapos araw-araw na
on
nila
average when they
papakinabangan.
play. I happen to get Dark Slayer daggers today. Would it even be worth switching to DPS at this point when I'm so far behind in mastery? And for me, this is something that I am holding quite close to my heart. Although I run a DPS build, and it is such an enjoyable build running the staff and bow. I deal a really decent amount of damage, and yet for me, I have the same problem. The world bosses, the main world bosses, the actual dungeons themselves, I get no loot drops from basically whatsoever. We ran the main dungeon earlier on today, and I managed to pull out maybe 2 blues in the space of about 2 hours. So it's actually extremely frustrating to see how that one works, and I'd love to see what the numbers are for this and how it is that they actually operate it, because I think that some people just get really, really lucky. This guy entailed, he says, well, used all my luck for the next 30 years. I don't even want to tell you what I got from my co-op runs yesterday. This is hilarious because I have never ever seen one of these in here. Now we know that they are in the rotation, but the little satchels don't ever seem to drop for me. I have done 50 in the first week, and I've already done around 20 in the second week, and it is just infuriating to see that people are pulling this stuff left, right, and center. I don't really understand how the actual rotation works, but if anybody has an idea around it, please let me know via the comment section below. It'd be definitely intriguing. But with that being said, unfortunately, we've got no more time for today. If you haven't already, smash the like button and subscribe with post notifications turned on. In the next video, we want to...
Talaga, maraming whale sa salvation. Paano mo nalaman? Nag-salvation ka rin ba? Monster Hunter World grinding game na hindi pay to win. Yung player based kasi minsan titignan mo, botax eh. May trash guild name din sa server natin, puro bots. Kahit saan naman yan, boss. Yan yung pagkakamali ng TNL dapat. Ito. Ginawa nilang auto. Merong auto to dati. Check nyo. Dati may auto to. Kaso pinatanggal ng West. Kasi ang target kasi dito talaga West. Hindi naman tayo. Kaya kung mapapansin nyo, bago natin tumalaro, bago natin tuma-download, boss, kailangan muna natin mag-VPN sa Japan or sa ibang country kung saan available yung laro. So hindi talaga tayo ang target nito. Kasi alam nila kung ano yung mga nilalaro dito sa atin eh. May auto, may pay to win, NFT. Yun ang mga MMO ngayon na malaki dito sa lugar natin. Sa kanila kasi lahat yun ayaw nila eh. Kaya yun ang tinanggal nila. Basta pinatanggal nila kung ano yung ayaw nila. Ngayon, nung pinatanggal nila kung ano yung ayaw nila, eto naman yung problema. Yung ayaw nila na magkaroon sila, which is yung auto, naging advantage naman ng mga botter. Mas sisiba natin yung mga dev doon. Tingin ko, oo, pwede natin silang sisihin doon. Kasi trabaho nila na protektahan yung game against sa cheating. Kasi consider cheating na yung pagbobot. So, pwede silang sisihin doon. Para sa akin lang, boss parang kung may mag-resolve niyan, dapat sila talaga kasi sila yung developer eh. Walang ibang makakaresolve niyan kundi sila eh. Yung mga player nandito lang naman yan para mag-enjoy.